Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Happy new week to each and every one of us. Nice to be here with you again today. Welcome to another beautiful edition of our breakfast show. Could be lunch, could be supper, it doesn't matter. It really depends on the part of the world where you are. Today I've got something quite nice and interesting to show us. Like you always know, we pick a fruit and vegetable and make it our fruit of the week on things you and I should be eating that will benefit our well-being. Yeah, today I've got something quite nice to show, which most people may not necessarily walking into the store to buy. So I want to challenge you today to try and introduce that to your lifestyle if you haven't, though it's not particularly cheap, but it's very useful. Just trying to invite people, then I'll start. Happy Monday. Nice to see you all and nice to be here again with you. Thank God Almighty for keeping us all alive to be here again today. Just trying to invite people. I like to put a smile on your face every day. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for making it a day with me again today. Thank you for always being part of my world and always being part of what I do. Today, I've got something very nice and interesting to show you. Some people may know it, some may not, and I'm sure even those that know it, most people wouldn't necessarily go to the store to buy it. And by that, I'm referring to my brothers and sisters in diaspora. Yeah, I know. We don't necessarily spend our money on expensive fruits. Yeah? Today, I'm going to be using pomegranate and talking us through the benefits of pomegranate, how useful that is for both male and female in not only giving us lots of antioxidants, helping us to build immunity, as well as prevention of so many illnesses and diseases. In fact, pomegranate is referred to as one of the most healthiest food on earth. So much so that religiously, it's actually mentioned in the Quran that if you want to prevent illnesses, you should be eating pomegranate every day. It's not particularly cheap and not a fruit that is always in season. Having said that, if you go to the Mediterranean area, you find them, they use it a lot. Places like Saudis, Cyprus, all those Middle Eastern countries, they swear by it. Not just for the benefit as it affects skin, but a lot of benefits around prevention of cancers, especially for prostate cancer and breast cancer. It's been researched heavily to prevent that. Let me stop my song. And I'll kick into that. Most people will usually walk by pomegranates in the store and you won't necessarily pick it because it's not one of the regular stuff that we eat. Again, it's not one of the cheapest fruits because to eat this every day, you will have to invest quite a lot of money into that. But to be fair, how much is a pound like per day to invest in our health? Most of us don't think like that. So if you have been passing across pomegranates and you've never bought it, I will challenge you this morning to actually try, like to make an effort, even if it is once a week, to have this amazing fruit into your lifestyle. Really, really nutritious. It's genuinely one of the best fruit for antioxidant, like to prevent so many illnesses, so many. And if you want to know whether what I'm saying now is for real or not, just go Google the benefits of pomegranate and look at the amount of studies that will flash back at you. Luckily, I eat this every day because for me, eating healthy is not necessarily just about weight control. It's about improving my lifestyle, well-being, and preventing illnesses through using my food. I call my food my medicine. So my fruit of the week this week is pomegranate. I've got 3 in the house right now. I deliberately bought it. It cost me £5 to buy this big size. But at the end of the day, it's my health and well-being. What about you? When are you going to make that decision? Especially at times like this that we need everything we can use to improve our immunity right now it's a must. So I'm going to be using pomegranate. Again, another fruit that is very, very, very common that everybody can find is your citrus. With the bark has the maximum amount of vitamin C that you can use to help build your immunity. Why am I focusing on immunity right now? A lot of fruit with antioxidants is because of what we have going on currently around the world, and now that actually affects us more as black people. And I know most of my audiences are people that look like me, so we need to do a little bit extra to prevent all these illnesses. It doesn't matter whether it's coronavirus, it could be anything. The idea is to make sure that this current pandemic going on will not affect us as much as it did the last time. So I've got that. If you've been following me quite nicely, you will know that for the last 3-4 weeks now, ginger has been an everyday fruit. Yes, I'm going to continue with that. Last week I didn't do a lot of breakfast show because I was detoxing. Some of you followed me on that. So detox is off, only did it for 7 days. So celery, keep the weight in check, help with the bone care, because when the weather begins to get cold, you know what happens to most of us, arthritic pain, especially for those of us that are quite big. We have that. And would you remember the shelled hemp that I showed you last time? If you've been using it by now, you should be having testimonials around it. In fact, the one protein that you can have the maximum amount of amino acid in is your hemp. Your food, your medicine. If you are a woman and you haven't bought this, come on now, go to the market. I've been shouting and screaming about this for some time now. By now, you should have it in your store, right? So let's kickstart today's show. And so the fruit you're going to go get this week is your pomegranate. Why? I will go into that for now. But as you always know, that the way I start my day usually, I always take my booster. I don't joke with them because it's important for you to know yourself and know your limitations. So I belong to the category of those people that easily pile on the weight. In fact, if I drink water, it stays on me. I know it. That is my metabolism. It's not as good as most people. So as a result, I do not joke with it because I don't want to cross over that threshold of becoming a food diabetic. I've got to prevent it. So I use this booster to help me keep my appetite in check. So the idea is that if you're not too hungry, you won't overeat. So booster is made from the root of glucomannan, from konjac roots, and glucomannan has been proven so many times to help keep us fuller for longer. In fact, for those that have a lot of abdominal discomfort, when you take glucomannan, it actually helps, and that is the basics of this product I'm holding in my hand. And anything that helps you deal with your abdominal issue really do help us to lower our cholesterol as well. So the idea really is to look at everything you're putting into your mouth as whether it is hurting you or preventing one form of illnesses for you. So for me, I say make your food your medicine. One of the ways I do that and I achieve that is using my booster. Very easy to use, like I always show you. Pour that in your mouth, drink your water, get on with your activity. It gives you energy as well. And booster does encourage you to drink a lot of water. Again, it's got a lot of fiber in it. When you eat fiber, you won't struggle with constipation. These things are more like common sense, but they are common sense that we hardly apply. So I'm challenging you again. Today is a brand new week. What are you going to do this week to improve your health, to improve your well-being? Ultimately, it's all about you. We know what the campaign is, especially for those of us in the UK around obesity right now. Getting rid of excess weight is one of the surest way of reducing the complication of coronavirus. Go and ask your Prime Minister, he said that much. So all of us need to be aware and need to implement that. So I'm taking my booster right now. Yeah. If you're on an active weight loss plan, you can take up to 3 a day. I only take 1 a day now because I'm only maintaining. I don't want to get too loose anymore. I'm happy the way I am. So let's kickstart. Why is pomegranate useful? Like I said to you, pomegranate is known as one of the best fruits and vegetables with the maximum nutrients in the world. So much so that even Islamically, it's actually mentioned that he who eats pomegranate every day will hardly be sick. That is the amount of belief that they have in it. It's not cheap, like I said before. Has a lot of anti-inflammatory effects. Anything that reduces inflammation means you will hardly fall for things like high blood pressure, diabetes, and things like that. The build up of inflammation. So it's more or less like using one thing to solve numerous health problems. Another useful, very, very useful thing about pomegranate is the research they actually did about this amazing fruit here on how it helps to prevent prostate cancer in men, as well as some form of breast cancer in women. Imagine that. The food we eat will help to reduce some of those cancer tissue in so many people. So do not joke with your food. If you want to really live a good, healthy life, you need to pay maximum attention to what goes into the mouth. One of the very good benefits of pomegranate is usefulness of fertility as well. Helps to prevent erectile dysfunction in men. Like said, drinking pomegranate every day will ensure that men can maximize their erectile performance. I'm not a man, I wouldn't know, but it's been documented. And I know this is not one fruit that black people will generally go to the market to go get. So today I'm challenging us. Every day this week you will see me using this. Apart from this, we've got pomegranate in actually one of our products. So as a result, I eat pomegranate every day anyway. Pomegranate is in our berry blend. It's one of the things they use. It's one of the stuff you get in that berry blend. So probably that's one of the reasons why these things work so well. Pomegranate can help you with memory function. The benefit is huge. Prevention of infection, because anything that has maximum antioxidants will do that. And if you want something with highest amount of antioxidants, you won't get it any better than pomegranate. Probably that's one of the reasons why it's not so cheap. And how do you use it? You can actually cut it open like I'm doing now. I will be using just let me soak the juice. You cut it into two. The seed is what we need, as actually including the pulp in it. It's edible as well. In fact, in that pulp and the seed is where you have the concentration of the antioxidant that you really need, that helps the memory, helps with erectile dysfunction in men, maximum amount of antioxidants, a lot of anti-cancerous properties in pomegranate, helps in reducing blood pressure and blood sugar, lots of issues from one food that we hardly buy. So like I said, I am putting it in your consciousness today. Every day you will see me coming in to use this. So is our fruit of the week. Go get yours. Our food, our medicine. Some school of thought actually said you could use the bark as well, but I'm not going to use that because I kept reading into the benefit of the bark. It looks like you have to process it a bit more before you can use. I do not have the capacity to do that processing at home right now, so I will be using just the pulp and the pulp and the seed. You can chew it. I remember when I went to Saudi, when I went for my last Hajj, it was so in abundance, but it wasn't cheap as well. They was like drink a lot of this to prevent respiratory distress. Like if you're drinking lots of the pomegranate juice, when most people go for Hajj, they come back with cough and all that drinking it will help you manage those symptoms. So I used to buy it every day then. And that was actually when I fell in love with it. Then researched into it and realized that even the Quran mentioned that you want to prevent ill health, eat a lot of pomegranate. And I don't think I've actually come across anyone that will tell me they're going to the store to buy pomegranate. No, they're not. It's usually £1.50 for one, except when it's on sale that you buy it for £1, just one. So most of us usually won't go there. I eat it every day anyway, because if I'm not eating it raw like this, I am taking it from my berry capsules. That is one of the huge benefits of this Juice Plus product. Maximum research has gone into those products. They look at things that work, that is effective, put them together as a combination. That's what you're getting from those capsules. No wonder they work. 30 fruit and veg. Like I said to you, I'll be using the pulp, not just the seeds. So it goes in there. Imagine eating this every day. That is your immunity. You're building maximally. That is you building your immunity maximally. So we know what is happening right now. If you're in the UK, I'm sure you're following the trend of the news. Liverpool, all the Merseyside area, they are all on shutdown. Excess is on tier 3. London, like most areas now. So we cannot afford to pretend that these things are not happening around us. And my idea, really, one of my huge concerns is, we all know what happened the last time. May the Lord prevent that from happening again to us this time around. Every single one of us has to take responsibility right now, not just for you, for your children as well. How many schools have been closed around your area? My kids were home for full 2 weeks. Football cancelled. This is how bad it's getting. The numbers are rising. So we have to be proactive, take action right now to prevent all this thing. May affliction not rise again in this community. For that not to happen, you and I have a role to play in it. See, I've cut it all into my blender. And the next thing I'm going to put, like I said to you, till all this is going to be over, ginger. Everyday food right now. Every day. It's your life, it's your body. You only have one chance at it. Take good care of it. By the way, kindly help me share this video. See, I eat ginger like chewing gum. Now I'm so used to it. You never know who this might benefit. Wow. Right? And then orange with the back, because that has a lot of vitamin C. A lot of it. This is one person's recipe, so I'm going to be using just half of the orange. Right? Goes into that. When it comes to using fruit and vegetable to heal, to prevent, it's not just one. You cannot rely on just one. You need combination in blends. This is one of my very good love I have for the Juice Plus Premium capsules. The fact that they've done combination of fruits and vegetables in the, combine them in the way that they can work together makes it really, really useful, because you never know which one is solving one problem for you. All you know is, as I'm eating this, things are getting better, my health is improving, I'm sleeping better, my body is craving for more fruits and vegetables. As a result, I have less cold and flu, I have less need for admissions into the hospital. That is what it is all about. So I've got in there my pomegranate, which is my fruit of the week. Every day this week I'll be using that. Right? Orange with the back, some ginger. I'm a woman. I know as the weather begins to change, a lot of arthritic pain, especially for those of us that have had weight issue in the past, you need to take care of your bones. Celery is one of the best things you can use to prevent bone issues. Has lots of silicone, which gives our bone a lot of good densities. And again, as ladies, once you get into that age of 40, osteoarthritic and osteoporosis pain risk is quite high. It's higher, so you need to be conscious so that you won't have to be dependent on analgesic for the rest of your life. Actually, your food can become your painkillers. That is one of my ideas. So I'm cutting my celery into that. At this stage, when people tell me that might not be sweet or blah, 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 I don't really concentrate heavily about taste anymore. I concentrate on the benefit, the nutrients I will be getting from them. What benefit is your food giving to you? As you put it in your mouth, think, is this going to help me? Or will it add to the problem I already have in my body? Okay, so a few weeks ago, I introduced the hemp seed to most of you. If you actually look at what is written on hemp seed itself, can you see that? It says immune support. But I'm not using the hemp seed for immune support. I am actually using this hemp seed because of the benefit it has for me as a woman. Menopausal syndrome, premenopausal, postmenopausal, and a lot of our ladies that have issues with all those ones, fertility issues and things like that. Hemp seed helps with those kind of stuff, and the protein in it is one of the seeds that where the maximum protein content, you will get that from your hemp seed. So since the last 3 weeks, I have not stopped. Every day I use this. Now This is the third week on it, and I have to say a huge difference I feel. Having said that, I'm almost a vegan. However, if you want to start this journey today, start from something. Start from somewhere. Something has to let you know that this is enough is enough. If coronavirus is not your enough is enough, maybe look at your long-term health as that enough is enough. These things build up in us. So I've got this brand at home, as well as the Holland & Barrett one. This seeded one, this roasted one, if you get that, you're going to need a very good blender to blend it, because it's quite crunchy. So if your blender is not good, you may not be able to blend it properly, right? So I've got that. The shelled one is more expensive. Having said that, they've milked that, so it's less difficult to blend. And that's what looks like I've shown you before. Women, we've got to prioritize our health. We have to prioritize our well-being. We are in this habit of forgetting that we matters. You matters, my ladies. You are important. If you don't take care of your health, no one will do it for you. Most of us concentrate all our energy on our children. Don't get me wrong, kids are very important. But for you to be able to maximize the benefit that you want to give to your children, you've got to be whole, hale and hearty first. For you to be able to be very useful to a man who can move on if anything happens to you, by the way, you need to take care of you first. So prioritize taking care of you. Make yourself number one in every aspect. Then when you are well, the next thing will follow. So my MC goes in there. This you can actually put in yogurt and eat. You can put it in your salad. It's not bad to eat. It's more like that, like a nutty kind of taste when it's milled this way. It's not cheap, but for me, when it comes to what goes into my body, I don't look at the price. I hold myself that much. I work hard. So I've got to take care of the body that is giving me the strength to do the hard work. I work hard to make money, so that money has to be, first of all, useful for me before any other person. So when it comes to what benefits my health, I don't look at the price. As long as it's preventative, when it is not medicine. And if you think all these things are expensive, may we not suffer ill health before we know the true value of health. Go to the hospital, go and see what is happening. Go and price cancer. Even for those of us in diaspora, you only need something to go wrong, then every other thing will fall at it. People are getting stroke from high cholesterol, from high blood pressure, diabetes complication. Sadly, we are losing our youngsters, 30s, 40s, cancer. May the good Lord forbid, but for the Lord to forbid, you have a role to play in it. We have a role to play in it, and part of that role, 70% of that role, is what goes into this mouth. If you can take care of that, the walking, the dancing you want to do, those are easily achievable. But if you do not take care of what goes into your mouth, it's a huge recipe for disaster. So I'm going to be putting my water, then I'll blend. Someone hasn't reminded me of one thing else I should put. There is something I use all the time that I do not compromise with, and for real, that is my Juice Plus plant protein shake. It's an everyday use for me and my children. They know it's their breakfast. It's part of my monthly food budget. Why do I use it? Gives me the option of 17 fruits and vegetables. Gives me good soy protein that I need to prevent a lot of the female reproductive cancers. Once we are getting older, we need to take control. Part of my taking control is using my plant protein. I don't use this complete shake because I'm trying to lose weight. I don't want to lose any more weight. No, I just want to maintain this look. I love what I look like right now. As long as I don't balloon anymore, I'm comfortable. But if you are obese and you know you need to shed 5 pounds, 10 kg, whatever, then you've got to start on the plan. What you will do is exactly what I'm doing now, except you have to do it twice a day. It replaces maybe your supper and your breakfast, and you only eat your normal food as healthy as possible once a day. After you've gone through the detox plan that I'll give to you, the weight will come off and your beauty and confidence will return. That is what I encourage people to do. So as a result, I use this a lot, and I encourage everyone to use it. So I'm using the chocolate one. It doesn't matter what flavor you actually get. You know what happened? All these fruits and vegetables you're using as the base will determine the final taste you will get. So when people tell me, oh, I don't like chocolate, say you don't even feel the chocolate, it doesn't matter. So whether you buy the vanilla or the chocolate, it really doesn't matter, because what determines your final taste and your final outcome is whatever you're blending it with, right? So I've put in that my half a scoop of shake I'm using today. Don't want anything too heavy. Now, like I always say to you, you're new to juicing, try doing it with plant-based milk as a start. Almond milk is fantastic. You can buy the plain one, or you can buy the nutty one, the roasted almond. They are quite good, low calorie in them. Or you can use the soya milk, or you can use the whole milk. It depends on you. I use water. Very comfortable, good old water is the best. The more water you drink, the more hydrated you will feel, the less foggy you will feel, the less constipated you will feel, the easier your joints will move. That is it. I use my good old water. Any opportunity to get water into my system, I take it. So 250 ml rule of the thumb. However, you can do as you want to get the taste you want. You can blend it any way you actually want. If it's too thick, add more water. If it's not thick enough, yeah. If it's too loose, you can add more plant protein to make it. Now I'm going to blend it so you actually see what this is like, and you will tell me, why will anyone want to try this out? So let's go. This is going to be quite thick actually. I can see it. Sorry, don't mind my noise. Wow, thank God for that. Yep. Breakfast, lunch, supper, whatever you want yours to be, it's ready. Men, women, it doesn't matter. Yep. That's it. All good. Ready to go. I drink this, or can use spoon to eat it, with peace of mind, knowing that I am loading my system with goodness from fruits and vegetables that I have created myself. Not bad, it tastes. That's it. That's how eating healthy can be. Now, if you feel pomegranates might be too expensive to buy, to sustain with your budget, one of your easiest and cheapest way to get it is using these berry blend capsules. You actually have pomegranate as one of the ingredients in this. This has 9 kinds of berries in them. You know, when I say that in these capsules are things that we need but we don't buy or we don't get every day, this is one of the things I talk about. Ask yourself, when was the last time you went to the store to buy pomegranate? But guess what? I eat it every day through my capsules, because these capsules are not medicines, they are actually food. You know what they've done? This same pomegranate that I've used, they blend it, take out the water from it, you know, and dry it. So it's dried version is what I'm using. And with the dry version is where you have the maximum concentration of the nutrients. It's packed with nutrients. This is one of my reasons why I heavily advocate for the Juice Plus premium capsules, because it's just not visible, it's just not possible for you to eat all the required amount of fruit and vegetables we need every day to sustain good health. Nobody can do it. This is why whoever came up with this idea of this company is genius. Looking at all the different kind of fruits and veg we need, drying them out, taking out the sugar from that, leaving you just the nutrients that your body can benefit from. This is one of the reasons why they work. I have never seen anyone take the premium capsule and not come back with good testimonial. You will hear, oh my God, so I don't know what has changed. I feel better. I've got lots of energy. I sleep better. My hair growth has improved. It's because you're packing your system with so much nutrients. I can't even say in what order they work. You can get them from me, man. I'm a distributor, and you can be a distributor yourself if you want to. Just contact me after this on 078 77 254 559 to get them. You can give them equally to your children. I use this now and I make money from eating well. Look at what is in this alone. You've got grapes, berries. Would you know that pomegranate actually has ×3 the amount of antioxidants you get in your grapes or even in your green tea? Is loaded. Guess what? I eat this every day. I cannot buy pomegranate every day because it's not even in season all the time. Sometimes it's so expensive, it's more than £2 to get one. But when I take my capsules, that's it. You've got pomegranate in here, you have blueberry. Have you bought blueberry in the last 2 weeks? Right? Cranberry, that one is quite bitter. Even if you buy, you won't be able to eat it. But guess what? They've concentrated into the capsule. Cranberry is so good for our waterworks. If you eat cranberry every day, hardly will you suffer from bladder irritation. It's good like that. I take that every day from my capsules. Yeah? Blackcurrant, elderberry, raspberry. I've never seen elderberry before. I don't even have a clue what it looks like. But I eat it every day. This is one of the reasons why I so much love the concept around this product. Then look at different kind of fruit. The fruit blend has cranberries again in them, citrus fruit, oranges, pineapples, acherola cherries, mangoes, peaches, dates, prune, put together in the capsule in the powder form, so you can swallow it every day, or you can open it up, put in your shake to drink, and your children can have them as well. Equally so good that when you actually buy your own, you can get the one for your children for free. It's amazing. Same is the vegetable blend. We know vegetables, very alkaline in nature. Probably why when people say they shrink, they're vibrant and things like that, is because when you eat a lot of green, gives you lots of blood, supplies lots of blood all around your body, and it helps to detox your system, flushing out waste all the time. This is why when people take this vegetable blend, said, "Sis, I'm never constipated anymore." I say, yeah, because you're taking lots of vegetables every day, vegetables that you will not go to the market to buy. Let me ask you, when was the last time you combine carrot, parsley, broccoli, spinach, kale, tomatoes, garlic, cabbages together in one meal? None of us can. So there is no point in pretending that you can. You know, even me at my level, I'm not able to. But guess what I do? Once I get all my two from each every day. Wow, this one is finished. I need to get a new one. See, that's what it shows you. I take it religiously. Wow. And then my vegetable. And the last but not the least, plant omega. Oh, God. That's the secret of this beauty. I rub some on my face. When it comes to my body, I take care of it. Plant omega, 5 kinds of plant omegas, bypassing the fish. No mercurial contamination. Fantastic for your brain. Health. Eyes, very sharp eyes. Heart, contractility, that's what omega does. And for us, movement, arthritic, amazing for that. It binds them together. Every morning I take these. I show you as I take them. I'm going to show you again today. It's a daily routine. For my children, I tell them, it's your bulletproof. Take it before you go to school. Whatever is coming, you will ward it up. That's it. And if you want to swallow, you can chew it because it's food. It's in plant casing, tapioca casing. Every part of it, it's edible. It doesn't matter. How is it? Is that? That's it. Especially if you work in the healthcare industry, like I do, my sisters and brothers. This particular time, we cannot afford to be complacent. This damn virus is everywhere. We all know it now. Protect yourself by eating more fruits and vegetables. If you know you cannot eat enough, and I know that nobody can eat enough fruits and vegetables. None of us can buy as much as we need. Even if you buy, where are you going to store them? They get spoiled very easily. There is no way you can buy enough to last every member of your family. So it makes a lot of sense that you're supplementing them. Currently, with what is going on right now, we all need the extra supply, no matter who you are. Because even if you say you're in your house, you don't go out, don't you go out to shop? Don't you pick up keys from school? My children had to isolate because one of the teachers tested positive. Would you believe that? So it wasn't the children, now it was the teacher. that exposed them. The one that plays football, a whole team out to isolate. So currently right now we don't know. And look at what the government is doing. They've lost control. See what is happening in Manchester. Liverpool Hospital is overflowing. The whole Merseyside is closing down. Hartlepool, Durham, Middlesbrough, they've told them to go close up. Excess. This is where we all live. If you're a person of color right now, I am begging you, do not be stingy. Get your supply of fruit and veg. I don't even know which part of it will work better for you. All I know is that they work. All I know is that we all need extra right now. This is not the time to worry about money, because frankly, it is he who is alive that will spend money. It is actually he who is alive that will spend money. And if you work in high risk area, like you nurses, doctors, like I know, carers, bus drivers, police officers, if it is not you, it could be your husband. If you work in high-end area, though you know you're constantly being exposed, get for you, get for your husband, get for your children. We saw what happened the last time. I have some program coming up now to talk about this COVID effect on BAME. I'm having a lot of invites again. Why we want to go on the prevention side of things right now. I do not want to see a stupid report from any government agency indicting that black people are going to die more, like we did the last time. We lost a lot of our brothers. March, April, May, everybody knew what happened. We were all writing RIP everywhere. May the Lord forbid that repeats itself. Now we will not have any excuse. How many videos have I done? My videos are everywhere on my page. Go and learn and implement. Spend your money on you to get good supplements that works. I swear by them. I've been taking this for the last 3 years, every single day. If you want to make money from it and help introduce it to people, buy the franchise with £50. This time around, we need to get this message out. It's not child's play right now. Everywhere in Europe is shutting down. Look at Spain, look at France. 30,000 infection in one day. UK is currently sitting at 15,000 per day. Please, I beg you. Can you see? It's not child's play right now. It is real, especially if you work in the healthcare industry. Please, extra precaution is required. What is happening with PPE? We are keeping eyes on the ground to see. I know not everywhere we get enough again, because there is no money. It's time for us to start to look inwards. Plan B, extra income by the side. Every one of us can do that. This time around, this is much more than money for me. It's about protection and preservation of our community. Don't let us be caught out like we did the last time. You have a role in the matter like I do. One of my ways of working in the matter is showing you what I do. This is it. I do not joke with this. And I'm going to say, if you work in the industry, you can actually take 4. Wow, yeah, if you need to. Last time I was taking 16 of these capsules every day because I was heavily in the front line. What about you? This is not the time to be stingy with our body. It's the time to take responsibility, self-responsibility for our health. Just this morning in the news, Manchester Hospital is filled. No more COVID bed, they said this morning. Who lives in Manchester? That is where we have a lot of Nigerians. Oh, I know. Please, please, and please. It's important that we don't get to be using all those ITU beds right now, because frankly, a lot of healthcare practitioners are burnt out anyway. They are tired. Let's face it. How much is the salary they are being given? May the Lord protect each and every one of us. If you want to contact me, my numbers remain the same. 078 77254 559. Take responsibility. Spend your money on you. Come get the capsules. Get the chewables for your children. Start investing in good food. Good, healthy, nutritious food that will give maximum amount of antioxidants. We all have a role to play in the matter. May we not be widowed. Those that were widowed in March, in April, in May, they are still struggling with the bitterness of coping with that. Please don't let us add to that number. If you see this video, pass it along. Pass it along. Let's awaken our consciousness. I need more people in my team right now to filter out this message. wherever you are, in your churches, in your mosque. Be the voice that will help your community. Be that voice. This is as much as I can do. But guess what? Those words matters. They carries a lot of weight. You have a role to play in it. If it is in your children football club, talk about it. If it's in their school, talk about it. When you do your Zoom at church, take 10 minutes to talk about good nutrition. This is what we will teach. This is what you will learn by joining the franchise. As you improve your health, you are improving those of others around you, because we all have a stake in the matter right now. And if you do this and you're making money from it, why not? Why not? Service to many leads to greatness. This is your own service to many. This is my own service to many. So if it pays me, to the glory of God, alhamdulillah. This is what I've got for us today. God keeping us alive. I'll be back again tomorrow. Please contact me to get your supply. It's nothing to joke about right now. It's important right now till we ward off this current episode. After that, you can choose to go back to life being what they were before. Even though I would not encourage anyone to do that. Healthy lifestyle is a continuum. If you have a good life, healthy life, you can make as much money as you want. You can go to as many holidays as you want. You can go to as many board meetings as you want. But once health fails, suddenly everything will come to a standstill. I've seen enough of that. Enough. And it doesn't matter what age, 40s, 30s. They are now in the hospital, especially within this community. We need to halt that trend. If you're big, if you know you are obese, obesity is one of the major things that's been documented now that is making coronavirus difficult to manage. If you're a black person, even more so, you need to start on a weight loss journey right now. Whatever that looks like for you. If you want to try out our plan, they work. Me here, I did it. Many of you have seen my pictures. They are still there on my page. I put them there permanently to constantly remind myself of where I was, never to go back there. So if you want a plan that works, come join the Juice Plus plan. It's a 16 weeks program. It's not a crash anything. You will put in the commitment. First 2 weeks of detox, you will drink a lot of water. You'll be taking your boosters to help you, cut back the appetite, right? And you drink your shake twice a day, only eating once a day. Slowly, progressively, you will lose that weight. It teaches you new habits. It's a lifestyle change. Great. You'd like to join my team? Please contact me, sis, I'll write out my number, 078-77-254-559. That's my number. Or you go onto my page, www.ronke.juiceplus.com. Let's have a chat. I'll put you through on what you have to do. This is your mandate. You don't join my team and remain quiet. No, you need to be a voice of advocacy in your environment. Bring out the confidence and the greatness in you to help your community. You will live well, you will encourage your family to live well, and you will help others around you to imbibe the same culture. We are not here to joke. We will make the money while helping everyone around us. I love you all. I've got to go now. If you want to contact me, that's my number. Please do call me. Go back to my page on LDU and I to read and learn as much as you want. Implement all these things. I'm not just talking about them because I don't have things to do. Gosh, I have so much to do. However, this is what I hold my community right now. And now, God giving me strength and energy, I will continue to do that. Those that will listen will listen. I do not expect everyone to imbibe it. But those it's helping are giving positive feedback. That prayer will remain with us for the rest of our life. Thank you so much. Do have an amazing day. Whatever you do today, mental health, be mindful of the terrible news going on out there. It's important to protect our sanity. This is the time to act, not to drown in pity. Reach out, talk to people. Every area now has the mental health support, because apart from coronavirus, depression is swallowing so many people. If you are down, reach out. Talk to someone. You never know. When it's out in the domain, it makes you feel better. There is help out there for everyone, but you won't get it unless you talk out. Right? That is the way it is. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow. Kindly help me share the video. And if you want to join the series, go get your pomegranate maximum antioxidant is our fruit of the week every day this week. I've got 3 at home right now, using 1/3 because they're large one. Tomorrow again, I'll see you. Thank you so much. Do have an amazing day. Bye for now.